Hey guys, it's me. It has been a long time since my last video. I just wanted to make a video today to give you an update on how my journey through nursing school has gone. And actually it has been going great. I have completed now my third semester out of the 4 semesters of the core program, which means I have just 1 semester left of the nursing program and then I graduate, which is super exciting. This is actually my 8th semester in a row out of 9 that it has taken me to become a nurse. So very, very exciting. My last video that I made was in, I believe, about midway through my 2nd semester. And if you're interested, I actually would like to go back and backtrack and make some videos about a little bit more about what those semesters were like. I just haven't had the time. I've been very busy this semester. It's been quite crazy. And then on top of that, unfortunately, my home was broken into not that long ago. And a lot of things were stolen, including all of my computers, all of my electronic stuff. So at the moment I have 1 laptop left that's very old and just doesn't work very well. And I don't have my video editing software. So luckily they didn't steal my camera, which had all of my pictures from the last many years. But anyway, I'm kind of working on basic bare bones materials right now, and it's hard to edit my videos and upload them. So anyway, that was super fun. But I wanted to tell you guys, 3rd semester was quite an adventure for us, at least at my school. In this semester we venture away from sort of the adult med-surg type stuff, and we dive into the specialties. So in 3rd semester we study OB, which is labor and delivery, everything regarding to pregnancy, childbirth, and postpartum. Then pediatrics, and then mental health. So we have 2 lecture classes. One is the mental health nursing class, psychiatric nursing. And then the other one, we have this one book for, which is maternal and child nursing. And this covers everything. They call the class nursing care of the childbearing and child rearing patient. So it covers that whole spectrum. That's the one course. So what can I tell you? Let's see. I'm not going to be a labor and delivery nurse. I'm probably not going to be a pediatric nurse, and I'm probably not going to be a psychiatric nurse. I hate to be pessimistic about those topics, but that's kind of what I learned, at least in clinicals. The classes were quite good. I had really interesting instructors this semester. One class, as I said, was this stuff. And we really had we had 3 instructors. 2 of them are probably the best instructors I've ever had, ever. And I'm not even interested in their topics, really, but they made it interesting. So I really, really learned a lot. And then my psych nursing class, I actually was super interested in these topics, and my instructor was good, and she was really funny. She's been a teacher there for 2 decades or something, so she's got her stuff down. And I really enjoyed them. 16 weeks, which is 1 semester at my school, is a really long time to study OB topics. Our core nursing program is 4 semesters, and 1 of them is completely OB related, as well as the psych stuff. So 25% of my entire nursing career is spent studying uteruses that are bleeding and hemorrhaging and mucus plugs and all of this stuff that I'm not interested in. Kind of grosses me out, to be honest. I don't have kids. I'm not a woman. I don't want to work in labor and delivery, so really none of this is anything that I feel applies to me, although I'm sure it's useful in any nursing career. But I was very, very happy when this class ended. I'll just say that. I don't want to study that stuff anymore. Clinicals were cool. We split our clinicals into 3 parts. First we did our OB clinical, which was, we rotated between labor and delivery. postpartum, and newborn nursery. So that was pretty cool. I will say, and I mentioned before, I think the labor and delivery nurses kind of have a cool job. I don't know that I've ever seen a specialty so far that is as, I guess, specialized as labor and delivery nursing. You know, you can come into work and expect to be sort of a floor nurse, and then your patient might immediately be taken to the OR, in which case you need to be an OR nurse and take care of all of those responsibilities, and then follow your patient into the PACU, the recovery room, and be a recovery nurse. And those are totally different roles, all three of those. And you might do all three of those in the same day, and then repeat the process again. So you really never know what you need to do. There's so many skills and so much knowledge. It's kind of amazing what those nurses do. It really is, actually. I just don't want to do it, but I was very impressed. Every day I was learning so many things, and cool stuff, just not for me. The next rotation was Psych Nursing. Without violating HIPAA, I will say I was very excited to start my psych rotation and very disappointed by my psych experience, and that was just based on the facility. Here in Texas, we are 49 or 50 out of 50 in states in America as far as funding goes to psychiatric health. So I was in a state psychiatric facility, which is basically the worst of the worst that you can get when the state is paying for you. So it was very interesting. I really enjoyed every day. I got to meet, so many interesting people. Our goal as nursing students in mental health was to learn to do mental status assessments and to develop our therapeutic communication. So basically each day we just went out onto the units with the patients and talked to them. And it was really interesting, but I was just very sort of disillusioned with the role of the nurse in mental health, at least here in Texas. What I want to do with mental health and what interests me about mental health, I can't find that here unless I become like a psychiatric nurse practitioner. So maybe one day. Our third rotation was Pediatrics, which was really interesting. It was crazy that you could have 4 or 5, 6 patients, and one of them could be 5 days old, and one of them could be 12 years old, and one of them could be 23 years old. It was crazy. The pediatric nurses need to be able to deal with the whole spectrum, really, from birth until, and even before gestational age, until, I don't know. Some of the patients who had very complex medical histories continued to be seen at the Children's Hospital. Even after they turned 18, there were patients that were up to 25, 26 because their doctors were sort of experts in their own cases. So, really exciting. It was a really cool semester. I don't know that I loved pediatrics, but I learned a lot, and it's definitely something I'd like to look more into. Now I have the summer off to enjoy my last summer of freedom, and then next semester, I will be diving into my final semester, and then I'll be a registered nurse. So, super cool. I'm going to make more videos. I'm going to catch up here this summer now that I have more time. So, that's it. Until the next time. Take care, guys.